Hello and welcome to World Watch on Oweleketv. I am Antonia Nwokolo. One of America's most senior health officials has called on the country to impose smoking-style warning labels on social media platforms. Writing in the New York Times, Surgeon General Vivek Murthy said social media increased the risk that children would experience symptoms of anxiety and depression. He stated that people who visit these platforms to be shown a message warning that they are associated with significant mental health harms for adolescents, adding that such a label would regularly remind parents and adolescents that social media has not been proved safe. At least 11 people have died and more than 60 are missing as a result of two shipwrecks off the coast of southern Italy. German charity rescue ship said it picked up 51 people from a sinking wooden boat and found 10 bodies trapped in the lower deck near the island of Lampedusa on Monday. In a separate incident on the same day, more than 60 people were reported missing, with 26 of them feared to be children. UN agencies said the boats were carrying migrants who had set off from Libya and Turkey. Survivors of the shipwreck near Lampedusa were handed over to the Italian Coast Guard and taken ashore on Monday morning, while the deceased were being towed to the island. A family walking on a trail in Texas made a startling discovery when they spotted an abandoned newborn baby wrapped in a towel. The baby found on Saturday evening was freshly born with remnants of the umbilical cord still present. The family immediately called emergency officials. The Harris County Sheriff's Office said on Saturday that the baby was in stable condition at a hospital in Katy, Texas, and an unknown male had left the baby on a small bridge. The number of children receiving treatment in private hospitals across the UK rose by almost a quarter last year to more than 46,000. According to new data, in each case, families either paid for treatment or used medical insurance rather than being referred by the NHS. The record figures from private healthcare providers come as England's NHS Trust tell File on 4 that children have become the forgotten generation in the race to reduce health service backlogs. The Department of Health says NHS staff are working tirelessly to cut waiting lists, but the Royal College of Surgeons in England said children were lagging behind adults and spending years waiting for NHS surgery. With potentially lifelong consequences for their health and development, NHS providers, which represent Trust, says some hospitals can find it easier to do large numbers of adult operations because they are often simpler and quicker to perform. Let's go on a short break. Still to come are stories in entertainment and sports.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleke TV. Visit our website at www.oweleke.tv for a thrilling journey. Oweleke TV, rising star at the fairground.
Welcome back. Taylor Swift fans have been warned they could face hours of motorway tailbacks if they do not leave for Tuesday's sellout Cardiff show in good time. More than 70,000 fans are expected at the American superstar's only single-date concert of her 152-night Eras tour, which is at the Principality Stadium. Some who went to Ed Sheeran's Cardiff concert 2 years ago were caught in 15-mile queues on the M4 into South Wales, with a few missing the gig completely. So Swifties have been told to expect severe delays driving into the Welsh capital and are advised to use public transport. Actor Ian McKellen is expected to make a full recovery after he toppled off a London stage during a fight scene and was hospitalized. Producers said a spokesperson for the production at the Noel Coward Theatre said 85-year-old McKellen was in good spirits after doctors said a scan showed he was expected to fully recover from the fall on Monday night. Tuesday's performance was cancelled, but McKellen was expected to be back on stage on Wednesday. The stage and screen veteran who played Gandalf in the Lord of the Rings film cried out in pain after the fall. McKellen was playing the roguish John Falstaff in Players Kings, an adaptation of William Shakespeare's Henry IV history plays directed by Robert Icke. In sports, the Boston Celtics secured a record 18 championship as they beat the Dallas Mavericks 106-88 to complete a 4-1 series victory in the NBA Finals. Celtics Jaylen Brown was named most valuable player after a strong defensive display against Dallas Luka Doncic. The regular season top scorer, Dallas had kept alive their title hopes with a 122-84 win on Friday to deny the Celtics a clean sweep in the best-of-7 championship series. But in front of their home fans in Boston, the top seeds were inspired to victory by Jason Tatum's 31-point performance. The championship win was the Celtics' first in 16 years and moves them one clear of the Los Angeles Lakers, who have won 17 in the record books. Kylian Mbappe suffered a broken nose during France's opening game at Euro 2024 but will not need surgery immediately. The French Football Federation said a max will be made for their captain, but it is not yet known if he will play against the Netherlands on Friday. The 25-year-old forward was forced off during Monday's 1-0 win over Austria after his face hit opponent Kelvin Danso's shoulder in the follow-through from an aerial challenge. He was taken to Dusseldorf Hospital where the break was confirmed. And that's all we have for you on World Watch. I am Antonia Nwokolo.